at Son, he's only just started his season in many ways. So there's going to be a lot more from Tottenham to come. I can't wait for it.
지난 손흥민의 해트트릭은 단지 선수 개인의 득점이 아니라 우승 경쟁을 위한 토트넘 경기력 반전의 서막으로 분석되고 있습니다. 폭풍 영입으로 기대감을 키운 프리시즌 분위기와 달리 올 시즌 토트넘의 경기력은 실망에 가까운 의견이 많았는데요. 작년 득점왕의 부활에 팀을 대하는 잣대가 달라진 영국 전문가들의 의견과 앞으로의 경기에서도 손흥민의 선발 지회가 이뤄질지에 대한 반응을 함께 리뷰해보겠습니다.
Son, though, by the way, to be, to be dropped, because he was asked so many times, Conte, is he undroppable? And then he eventually leaves him out of the team. He's got so many options there, probably more options than Mourinho had, certainly than Nuno had with Richarlison and Kulusevski. And then, comes on and gets the 13-minute hat-trick. It was the perfect answer to Conte, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he was a great man.
Can you drop him again after that?
No, but listen, he got the reaction he wanted, because you drop a player and you just hope he can go either one or two ways. He can either sulk and go, well, I don't want any part of this, I want out, or he can do what he did, which was come on and score a hat-trick. So you have to say, well played Antonio Conte, but well played Son, coming on, scoring the goals, making that impact that he had to.
손흥민의 선발 제외는 현지에서도 관심사였고 교체당하자 경기장을 나가버리기도 했던 다른 스타 플레이어들과 비교해 긍정적 결과를 만든 손흥민에 대한 찬사는 인상적이었습니다.
I think you can even see with the celebration, there was a real kind of frustration there, but a little bit of anger as if to say, how dare you drop me? And I think for Antonio Conte, he'd probably say, well, that's the kind of reaction that I wanted.
It's a win-win.
Exactly.
But what would you have done in that situation, Glenn?
I would have. He was getting close. I was asked that in the midweek game, and I said no, keep him in against Lisbon, and they were all poor. Tottenham played poor that day, and the big question mark then was there comes a time when you almost go to a player. I've had to do it where I say, I look him in the eye and I say, I'm going to do you a favour. They want to play. I'm going to do you a favour. I'm going to put you on the bench because he was receiving balls and his game was in chains. He wasn't even thinking about what he was going to do with the ball. It was his first touch. He was giving the ball away.
Such a good statement. The game was in chains. I love that.
Yeah, he was playing
That's
in
going
chains.
in the mirror, that one, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And as you could see, he was thinking about the game. When we're playing at our very best, footballers, you're not thinking. It's like sport. It's like tennis players. They say the same. Most sports is you're not thinking too much about it. But he was getting worse and worse, more anxious, and so that's where I'm saying I'm going to do you a favour. I'm going to put you on the bench, and he'd be going, no, I want to play, Gaff. I want to play, but no. So he's looked from a different perspective. He then comes on, and the chains are off because, and plus, with Conte, I suppose it was a little bit fortunate. The scoreline was where Leicester were opening up.
지난 인터뷰에서 손흥민을 이탈리아어로 예민하고 감수성이 풍부하다고 표현했던 콘테 감독처럼 글렌도 선수의 심리와 관련된 발언을 하며 손흥민에게 자극 혹은 변곡점이 필요했던 불가피한 상황을 설명하였습니다.
And bang, he had all the spaces, and my word, what two
It wasn't as if he wasn't putting it in. He had like 17 shots and he hit the post a couple of times.
And that's why in the papers it was never really, criticised as such, because everybody knows what Son has done over a sustained period of time, and he is a class footballer. To be honest with you, I am fascinated by the whole psychology behind dropping players, because for me, I think if there is a manager right now who has the currency in the bank to drop high-profile players, it's Antonio Conte. No one is going to contend with him if he drops Kane, if he drops Richarlison, or if he drops Son, because he's won more than all of them put together. And that's not very much as far as they're concerned. You dropped big players. That's why I asked you. You clearly everyone knows about you dropping Gaza and stuff. And I was just thinking, when you can't be scared to take a decision like that because you're taking it for the good of the team.
The team comes first. The team comes first. I was an individual that was... It happened to me as a player. I remember going through a bad bit of form. I was left out. I was put on the bench and I was up in arms, But it was the best thing for me. I remember I came on, scored a goal. Same thing. I think it was up at Norwich. So I then learnt from that. I thought, actually, that was the best thing for me. And I think that's what we're talking about. Your mind. You're talking about... Son's not a bad player overnight. We all know that.
He's not going to throw any toys out the pram.
But if he kept playing and playing, it wasn't happening, and the goal didn't come, he wouldn't have suddenly just clicked into the Son that we all know. He had to be taken out to come back in again. As long as the player knows that, the reasons why, then he buys into it a little bit more. But you're right about his celebrations. There was normally he's a big smile. But there was this real Spurs they're up there, but they haven't really played at their very best yet.
Yeah.
I think there's still more to come. Look at Son; he's only just started his season.
Yeah.
In many ways, so there's going to be a lot more from Tottenham to come. I can't wait for it.
지난 시즌 마지막 즈음 좋았던 토트넘과 올 시즌 초반 나빴던 토트넘의 가장 큰 차이는 결국 손흥민의 활용 문제였습니다. 부활의 폭격을 시작한 득점왕의 시즌은 이제서야 시작되었고 북런던 라이벌전에서 언제나처럼 그의 활약이 계속되길 기대합니다.